Hey y'all, Joe here with J-Tech. Alright, here we go. Today we're talking about steering. Let me turn my lights on so everybody can see. Alright, here we go. So this is called a parallelogram. Say that 3 times fast.
Are all y'all getting ready to do a video on this
Suspension. Steering system. So you got steering knuckles, tie rod inner, outer tie rod end, center drag link, or tie rod ends over here, pitman arm, which is attached to your steering box, and an idler arm, which is attached to the frame, and it just keeps everything tight from squiggling around. So that's one type right there. Pretty simple, straightforward. And then we have a rack and pinion, which we're gonna go look at here in just a second. So, and then you got this big bar right here, which is called a sway bar. Sway bar connectors right there. Keeps your truck from rocking around, make it feel like it's gonna flip over on you. You can see your springs there and shocks, all that good stuff. All right, I'll be right back with you guys to show you. All right, y'all, Joe here, back with you. So now we're looking at the rack and pinion. So here is your outer tie rod ends that hook to your steering knuckles. This is a front wheel drive car. That's what most of the rack and pinions come on. Front wheel drives, most cars, some SUVs and pickups, light duty stuff. So it's kind of hard to see up in there, but there's the rack up in there, right there. That's the rack right there itself, and right over here, that's where your rack connects to the steering column. The intermediate shaft that comes out of the steering column. So, these systems usually are cheaper than the parallelogram. They're a lot easier to work on. So your inner tie rod end goes straight, it threads into the fittings on the inside of the rack, and then it's just basically a ball and socket joint like most tie rods on the outer. So, pretty simple stuff. All right, hey y'all, Joe here, back with you. So now we're looking at a different type of rack and pinion. So you got your rack up in there, like right there. See, there it is. This is a Chevy Colorado. And then you got your inner tie rod ends that connect to your rack, same as any rack and pinion. Your outer's right there, but this has upper and lower control arms with a coilover shock instead of the McPherson strut. So pretty cool just to see the difference between the two. And your intermediate shaft comes in right up in there. Bunch of twists and turns. You got your power steering lines coming out. Not all these racks have power steering. Some of them are manual, especially on like race cars. They don't use power steering. So, all right. See you later.